I think it's already my sixth class, so on a roll. So uh, it's a little bit tiring for my voice, you know. I feel
Yeah,
like my voice is just fading. But it's also a good class because this class is a little bit more dynamic. So, for example, right now, since it's just the two of us here, we can have a different exercise. We can have some conversation. Uh, of course, we can reveal a few of the things you have studied previously. I don't know if you remember what we were talking about. But mostly, this class can be a conversation today. So, my friend,
yeah,
how's everything going in your life?
everything.
Yeah,
Mm, pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Are you happy with school?
yeah, yeah.
How long until your graduation?
How long till my graduation? Like 1 year
1 year. Mm, that's interesting. Are you ready?
for graduation.
Yeah, for being an adult.
Kind of because I want to go to college.
Uh, I imagine it's. We are always very excited to start college, right? At this time. And you have already decided which one to follow, which career to follow.
Yeah,
You, are you going to be a designer? Is that it?
yeah, yeah.
And what are you working with?
I'm working with.
Yeah. No, no, no. I talk about the near future. When I use the present continuous like
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about the near future. What are you working
Um,
with?
I'm working with like I'm starting to do some character designs and writing some things
Nice.
like an
Sketching.
story. Yeah, but sometimes I do real drawing.
Nice. And are you thinking about a story right now, or do you feel like you're going to illustrate for other people?
I'm thinking about the story. Like the one that I'm really writing about at this moment. I stopped at chapter 2 because it's a remake of the same story.
Oh, okay. So why you're remaking it?
Because the first one, when I reread it, it was so bad that I had to do it again.
Yeah, I understand. But I feel like every time we look into something we have made in the past, it's going to look a little bit awkward, you know?
Yeah,
Because we are always developing. And eventually it's going to be when you see it you feel like it's not good enough to your actual standards, but it doesn't mean it's not necessarily good.
but it just means that I changed.
It means that you changed exactly, and you evolved. And right now, what was good for you before is not this good anymore.
Yeah,
Do you feel this sensation often? Like you are growing a lot, I'm sure.
yeah,
Do you feel like you already have a past?
yeah, I feel like it.
What have changed?
Everything. Like, my personality has changed pretty much. My drawings has changed pretty much. Everything has changed.
Do you mean that it has changed stylistically, or it has changed because you improved it?
I think it's changed stylistic because, like, if I compare myself to like fifth grade to myself of today, it doesn't look like the same person.
I believe you. I believe you. We change a lot when we are teenagers, between our 13s and our 19s. maybe even 20s, we change so much. It's almost unbelievable, you know? But
Yeah,
time also goes by fast. So I would advise you to enjoy it because once you start your journey, of course, it's very fun. It's funny, you know? I myself am an entrepreneur, for example. We have this English school, and I'm trying to make a living out of it. And it's very funny, but once you start getting more and more responsibilities, improving yourself the way you want becomes harder, you know?
yeah,
Of course, you will always be improving yourself, but eventually, let's imagine uh, you before you launch your story, you know,
yeah,
uh, you work as an illustrator for other people. Which is very common, right?
yeah,
Uh, Sometimes we want, for example, to develop our style. In your case, more precisely. But maybe you get a job in which you need to develop another style professionally, not because you like it, but because it's the right professional choice. You know,
yeah.
are you prepared to deal with it, or do you think you stick to your style?
Like, I feel like there's so much people in the world, so it there there's gotta be someone that likes my style and likes the things that I do.
Probably not someone, many people for
Yeah,
sure.
many people. So I think I can just stick with myself.
Nice, nice. And have you already thought about how to start?
How to start? Yeah, I would do another jobs like designer at first to gain popularity, to then create a story.
Nice, very good. So you start by getting popular.
Yeah,
And what is the tools you are using for that?
tools. Possibly my talent of drawing because I will probably do a designer college and I will improve that to make money and publish it on some website.
Mm. Have you already thought about using social media to merchandise your drawings?
Yeah, I did.
And did you start it?
Yeah, yeah,
Nice. So you have a page on Instagram.
yeah.
Nice.
But
If
I
if
stopped
you
publishing because I was tired.
Okay, but the page is still there.
Yeah,
If you are okay with it, send your account to me and I'm going to follow you. I'm very curious about your drawings.
my drawings.
Yeah,
I can send you them.
please, I'd like to see them. When I was younger, I also enjoyed to write, but sorry, to draw. But I was especially into writing, you know.
Yeah,
I always loved writing, and nowadays I feel like I want to write a book. You know, I don't know if it's going to be in a year or if it's going to be in 10 years, but I want to write a book. All right, and buddy, what is
yeah.
this story you are rewriting?
I'm rewriting.
Yeah.
It's about a killer that lived on the witch hunt and lived till 97.
He lived till 97.
Yeah, like he was born on the witch hunt because he was born of the souls of the witches, and he was a
It's
normal human.
he's an
But
entity.
yeah, he's an entity, but with a human form.
Oh, he's much like Gandalf.
Yeah,
I get it.
and he lived, but he lived on a on the bad part of society. So he was, I forgot the word. He was, I could say, manipulated by it, and he started to hate humans.
So, would you say he's a hero, an anti-hero, or a villain?
I would say he's a villain, of course.
This is a very interesting plot. A story which is telling the tale of a villain
Yeah,
from the point of view of a villain.
I don't exactly focus the point of view of the villain because I like to desenvolve the
Develop.
characters, develop the characters that are the detectives. There are four of them.
I get it. So the main topic of the story is this entity, but in general, it's not written by the point of view of the entity. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
it's written of very much point, very points of view, on
Different
many points
points
of
of
view,
view.
many points
Nice.
of view.
It shows that it is complex, right?
Yeah, a bit, just a bit.
Very good. And do you feel like it's adult?
Yeah, yeah. The
Very
first one
adult.
had, the first one had pretty dark themes like rape. I removed it because like it was gross and didn't have anything to do with the story.
And how do you feel about that, buddy? How do you feel about the process of drawing and writing scenes like that, for example? Because we
I
know
won't
sometimes
draw
it's
that.
reality, and we see it in movies, for example. Rape scenes are very common in
Yeah,
movies. And I'm always curious about what do you think of it? What artists think of it? Do you feel like it's art and it should not be censored, or do you feel like it sometimes it could go a little bit easier?
like depends on the on how much explicit it is, because nudity is a type of art.
Is or isn't?
Is a type of art
Yeah, I believe so. It's a part
because
of us, right?
yeah, it's a part of us.
So
It just
it needs to be
exaggerates.
expressed.
Yeah, it needs to be expressed, and there's no problem with you expressing that. But there's sometimes that if you add something like rape on a story that doesn't even connect with it, it doesn't make sense, and it just makes the reader drop the book and just go read another thing because the topic.
It scares the reader, right?
Yeah, it's it's not exactly scared. It's like it it makes the reader like, wow, this guy really is gross. This man is horrible.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
It's a psycho. Like,
Yeah.
who even who wrote this?
And how do you feel about yourself in this matter?
Myself,
Do you feel like you can not the story amarrar, né?
not like I think I can because there's like three parts of the story. One that is on the human world. Another there is the point of view of one of the detectives that on this universe there are dimensions, but just one of the detectives goes through them.
Oh, I
And
get
the,
it.
and the third one is a spin-off of what happens with the detective after the dimensional thing.
I get it.
Because on the dimensional he dies, and there is an after about it.
Okay, so after he dies, the story is going to continue in another dimension.
Yeah, it's not exactly a dimension like. it's something created by another thing, but it start if I say that it will start to like accumulate so much information. I don't want to talk about this.
Okay. All right. Very interesting, my friend. Uh, this is this is very. It shows that you are a very creative boy, and it is it's very good for you, especially in this field. Uh, and are you working on any other thing?
Any other thing? No, I don't. I ain't.
All right. Very good. Uh, buddy,
Yeah,
when I was around 15 years old, I used to love writing poems, you know? Not
yeah,
normally poems.
poems.
I used to like to rhyme in general, you know?
Yeah,
And poetry was very interesting for me because it felt like I could express what I thought and what I hated in the world, but with a gentle touch,
yeah,
you know? Because sometimes we want people to see what we think of the world. Sometimes we want people to listen to us and to pay attention to what we want, what we have to show. But to get to get people's attention, uh, it is necessary that it is that the content is uh, somehow appealing to them.
yeah.
You know, do you feel like your stories have something behind it? Do you feel like you are adding your thoughts and your convictions to what you are writing?
Yeah. Like when I am
Yes, your audio is off.
sorry, I press space. I press
No
space.
worries.
So when I end a chapter, I normally send them to a friend of mine to read it and examine what he thinks about it.
Hmm.
Normally, he likes it.
Nice, nice. But I feel like not necessarily what the other people think about what other people think about what you wrote, but
So you're
do you
saying
feel
what
like
I think about?
yeah, what do you think? Do you feel like you are adding yourself into your writing, like your ideas, your convictions, your goals, your politic view? Do you feel like you are adding that to your stories?
Man, I'm happy of what I'm making, and I think I will probably express some topics, but a bit covered. Like, for example, like some topics like slavery, I will probably say about it, but cover it on something like indirect,
Something like what?
some indirect,
Oh, okay.
like
Uh,
One Piece. One Piece has pretty much of that.
in a non-direct manner,
Yeah,
especially. I get it. Yeah, One Piece has this hint of uh, adulthood in something very childish, you
yeah,
know? So the first time you look to the work to One Piece as a work, uh, it looks very childish, but once you start watching it and start paying attention to the details, you start realizing that it has many interesting insights in it, you know?
yeah,
Uh, and I feel the same about the that American cartoon I showed you before, Rick and Morty. You know, do you remember?
yeah,
Rick and Morty is, how can I say, every episode, if you pay close attention, some episodes may sound a little bit like crap, you know, just just trying to entertain and make fun of things. But if you pay close attention, you realize that every episode has a huge social critic, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't know if it is necessarily uh, a general rule, I don't know if every work should have a politic interpretation or a politic lesson behind it. But I feel like when you write something, what is written tells us much about yourself. Do you feel
Yeah.
like you put yourself into what you are writing?
Um, Only on certain topics, like on
Aspects.
certain aspects, like on Reaper Caldas is the one that I'm rewriting. I I like I would say like I put myself on the side of the heroes. Like I like to write about the heroes more than the villain,
Hmm.
even though the villain is the protagonist,
Hmm. I get it.
because the villain itself is a bipolar. Because I made it to represent some of the sins like greed, lust,
Hmm. So
envy.
he has an identity disturbed.
Yeah.
Hmm. Very good. Very interesting. It's getting more and more interesting. I feel. Have you ever watched any zombie? Of course you have. Uh, let's think about one of those zombie movies or zombie series. The main villain of any zombie work are the zombies, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But usually the zombies are just the scenery,
Yeah.
It's just a way for the main characters uh, to express themselves and to show us what they really think and what they really are. Let's think about The Walking Dead, for example. Uh, Despite the fact that every time they are afraid of zombies, the main villains of the series are not the zombies generally, are other people. So zombies are just the scenery. Zombies are just what makes it possible for people to be as bad as they can be. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Uh, is there something of it in your story?
Yeah. One of the detectives has depression issues and he uses drugs like ecstasy. One of that one of that's like disturbs that he has with the drugs and ambition. He kills one of the others detective's daughter, and he obviously don't like his own action, and he wanted to isolate himself and then camp.
He wanted to exile himself
Yeah, because he thought he was a monster and he didn't want us to be near his friend anymore.
because he killed his friend's daughter.
Yeah,
Was it an accident? Was it a rage attack? What was it?
drug, dependence with drugs
Hmm.
because of that.
Okay, so he was having an attack
Yeah,
and he killed his friend's daughter. And what came out of it? If I were his friend, I would kill him too, for sure.
yeah.
But he didn't do that,
No,
of course.
because Dante, that is the character, he calls another of the detectives that was his like most most friends. That was a scarf.
His biggest friend.
His biggest friend. That was scarf. Like Dante was crying on the phone, like saying that he wanted to apologize. He didn't want to do that, but Scarf didn't. believed him. Like he don't want it to that to be real,
He didn't want.
and he didn't want to be real. So when Dante lived on a metro, Scarf went to check Dante, but he didn't find him.
Okay, so he kind of ran away.
Yeah, he ran away.
Mm, that's interesting. It's a very complex plot.
Yeah,
Is it a big story?
no, it was like, well, myself, I wanted to do like 4 chapters on the Redux, but I think I might do 5.
And have you ever thought about posting it on online on some
Yeah,
social platform?
I had, but I'm like, I don't have time to end that, and I need more ideas of the middle of the story.
Mm, you need to fill it up.
Yeah,
I
when I
got you.
fill it up, I write, but when I don't fill it, I just like I write 2 lines and I stop.
I've heard people are using AI to do this kind of stuff. Of course, it's not asking the AI to write something for you. It is asking the AI for ideas of which route the story could take and help you. It may help you to enlighten yourself.
Yeah,
Uh, well, it's a possibility. Okay, very good, buddy. So I think it's now we should get to the content we were studying last class. Uh, Good conversation. As always, your English is very good. Uh, I'd like you to pay more attention uh, to the prepositions, okay?
okay.
Like on, in, and at. So I think it's a good opportunity for us to talk about it. Remember, we are really talking about verbs, okay?
Okay.
So, but since today there is only you here, we are going to study about prepositions because I think that's what you are missing the most. But remember, your English is superb. Very good.
Thank you.
So let's understand prepositions first. What is a preposition for you, my friend?
A preposition, something that comes before. I think it was a verb.
No, no, that's an adverb. But
So
yeah, a
something
preposition can come before a verb, but it's not a rule.
it comes before an adjective.
No, prepositions, the use of it is in the name. Preposition.
Some
Prepositions are used uh, to set something on space or time.
okay.
To set, né, para alocar, para estabelecer. Something on space or time. For example, the words in, on, and at are prepositions. We use them to say that something happens, happened, or will happen uh, in somewhere or sometime. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Não existe in somewhere, né? Porque somewhere já é. Something's going to happen somewhere or sometime. Que já são preposições, a gente não coloca duas preposições juntas. So, that's very interesting, buddy. Every word we use to state a time, a period during a set of time, or a place somewhere, all the words you use to refer to that are prepositions. So the word in, on, and at, the words in, on, and at are prepositions. The word today is a preposition. The word yesterday is a preposition. The word tomorrow is also a preposition. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Uh, Depending on the way you use it, the word this or that can also be prepositions. And I never use two prepositions in a row. In a row, not roll, row. For example, I cannot say in this week. I just say this week because this is doing the job of a preposition. It is saying that we are talking about a week, but not any week. This week, the next following days. So we cannot say in this week. The same way we cannot say on this weekend. We need to say just this week or this weekend. Or we say on weekend or in the week. Okay? Because we cannot use two prepositions together. Let's go.
Prepositions in turn. Prepositions are the words that show the relationship between elements in a sentence. They can express relationship of place, time, direction, and other abstract or logical connection. There are, s- there are many types of prepositions such as time, place, direction, agent, and etc. Preposition is usually located directly before the word or phrase this relates to, the object of the preposition. Examples: I moved to Miami last year. Sarah works at Microsoft. My birthday is at January
Is on January.
is on January 20, 25, 29th,
Yes.
29th.
So pay attention. These words, every word related to location, destination, to, at, on, in, tomorrow, today, yesterday, these are all prepositions. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Prepositions are flexible words that are often central to the meaning of a sentence, and it can be tricky to choose the right one.
Yeah, it can be tricky to choose the right one many times.
The best way to master them is by reading and practicing.
Exactly, because we have many different prepositions, buddy, and I can tell you and teach you how to use them forever, you know? But the only way
Yeah.
to really get good at it is reading a lot and practicing speaking, you know? But of course, there is a general direction you can follow, especially with the most used prepositions like to, in, on, yet. These prepositions have very specific uses, which make them easier to understand. And well, it is at least it is at least important that you learn how to use these prepositions correctly, because it's going to improve your speaking a lot and quickly. Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Prepositions are often used to describe where, when, or how something happens. Relation express examples. How accuracy was increased by repeating the test. I fixed the light with a screwdriver. When Jeremy has wanted to be a musician since childhood. The meeting resumes at 10:30 a.m. Where the conference room is through that door. The
Through.
crushing machine is through the door. Is located in the mechanics lab.
Okay.
The same preposition that can often be used in different ways, uh, and the meaning can be only deduced from the context. Examples: dangerous chemicals should be used behind the safety screen. Every team,
Location.
every locate. Sorry.
No, no. The first sentence we use behind to express location.
Okay. Every team member is behind the proposed changes.
In the second example, we use behind to express the origin of an action.
The company is behind its competitors in terms of total revenue.
In this case, behind is used to set a place in a specific context, like
Yeah.
behind another team when we are talking about scores. So when you say a preposition is used to set a time, right? To set a moment on space or time, we do not mean it's only specifically time as we understand it or places as we understand it. It can be more abstract than that, you know?
Yeah.
The position in which you are related to your boss, for example. You could say, I'm in a downward position related to my boss. Ou seja, estou numa posição abaixo relacionada ao meu chefe. It is a preposition, but it's not real physic, you know? It is
Yeah.
a preposition related to a situation, my relation with my boss. Let's go.
The same preposition can often be used in different
No, no, no.
ways,
This
and
one.
okay. Furthermore, the choice of preposition can change the meaning of a sentence, so it's important to use the right one. Be careful. Prepositions in English are very idiomatic. That's just how it's always said, and there is nothing you can do about it. In my dreams, in my imagination, in my thoughts, in my prayers. In my mind, on my mind.
In my mind.
When you have something or someone in your mind, you just think of this thing or person without the worrying connotation. Connotation?
On my
Mm.
mind.
When something or someone is on your mind, it means that you think and worry about this thing or person a lot.
Let's go.
Preposition for agent. Preposition for agent is used for a thing which is the cause of another thing in sentence. Such prepositions are by, with, etc. Example: This book was written by Shakespeare.
Remember, you can use by as a preposition for agent in many different situations. I could say, this book was written by Shakespeare. Uh, uh, I don't know. Uh, Patience by Guns N' Roses, a música, né? I came by car. Ou seja, o by ele indica o caminho pelo qual algo foi feito. Entende?
Uh-huh.
Same example. She comes by bus daily.
Daily.
Let's
4.
go.
Usually tell us about the user of something, a reason or purpose. We need new batteries for the remote control. These drinks are for after work. We use it for cutting grass.
Mhm.
Off usually shows a connection or belonging. Is she a friend of yours? This is a photo of my wife. Glass of wine. 2. Usually shows the direction of something moving towards. Examples: We are going to Malta next week. We run to the end of the street.
Okay. Now, buddy, despite the fact that they said here that many prepositions are idiomatic, and of course they are, uh, there's a few general rules we can apply to them, which are going to help us using it. One of them is the preposition for and the preposition to. As you said, as you saw in the reading, the preposition for is used to indicate the reason behind something, you know?
Yeah.
Or if not the reason, it shows that you are doing something in benefit of another thing or person. I'm doing this for you, estou fazendo isso por você. I'm studying for the test, ou seja, pelo exame, por o exame, em favor do exame para passar. I'm buying tickets for us. Eu estou comprando tickets por nós, para nós no sentido de pro nós, para mim e para você já, em seu benefício. To is used mostly to talk about destination, only destination. We are always misunderstanding to by for, but there are very clear uses for them. Okay? So,
Okay.
Enzo, say something like: eu estou praticando para ficar melhor.
I'm practicing to be better.
I'm practicing for getting better. It's the best way to say it because it's in favor of it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm working, I'm exercising or I'm training for getting better. Excellent. Enzo, como você diria eu vou para São Paulo ou estou indo para São Paulo? Como você vai achar melhor?
Sorry?
Como você diria eu vou para São Paulo ou eu estou indo para São Paulo?
I'm going to São Paulo.
Melhor. E como você diria assim, ó, eu comprei um presente para você?
I buy the presents for you.
I bought a present for you. Mas você também poderia dizer I bought a present to you. Olha que interessante. Existem alguns casos que o uso vai ser meio que intermitente ali. Você vai poder escolher um ou outro. Por quê? Porque ambos os contextos, tanto de destino ou de direção, quanto de fazer algo em favor de alguém, funcionam. Quando eu falo assim, ó, I bought a gift for you, estou dizendo que eu comprei um presente em favor, em seu favor, para você, por você, né? Porque eu gosto de você, talvez. Agora, quando eu falo I bought a gift to you, é que eu comprei um presente para dar a você, com o destino a você. Ou seja, não necessariamente indica que eu gosto de você, né? Mas indica que eu comprei o presente para você. Perceba que a depender da situação dá na mesma.
Uh-huh.
Porém, são duas formas diferentes de falar. Existe uma leve diferença? Tipo assim, um demonstra um carinho, um cuidado e o outro não? Sim, existe, né? Mas vai ser uma questão de contexto. Vamos imaginar que um amigo seu tem uma namorada e ele pede para você comprar um presente para ela, né? Aí você poderia ter duas situações. I bought a gift for you, no caso do seu amigo, você comprou por ele, no lugar dele, em vez dele comprar para a namorada, você comprou por ele, né? Ou você poderia falar I bought a gift to you para a namorada dele, por exemplo, dizendo que você não comprou for her, que você não gosta dela, não é por ela no sentido de carinho ou de em favor dela. Você comprou para ela, com destino a ela, mas porque alguém te pediu, entendeu?
Sim.
Agora, se você chegar em alguém e falar assim, I bought a gift for you, é porque você quis comprar aquele presente por aquela pessoa, você gosta dela de algum motivo. Entende a diferença leve que tem em significado? Mas é claro que no uso do dia a dia, muitas vezes passa batido isso aí, ok?
Okay.
Then we have the prepositions in, on, yet. Buddy, we use the preposition in to when we are talking about space to say that something is inside a specific space, not necessarily an enclosed space. It just needs to be a space. That's why we say in São Paulo, because when we enter the city of São Paulo, we are inside the perimeter. Okay? We
Okay.
use on when talking about space to say that something is in touch with the surface. Okay?
Okay.
Not necessarily above. Not necessarily above. In touch with the surface. Alright? Put the makeup on. Põe a maquiagem em. Em o quê? No rosto, em cima. Na superfície do rosto. And we use at to talk about specific places. The same way as we were talking before about the preposition to and for, the prepositions in, on, and at sometimes can be used interchangeably, you know? Sometimes I can say in the house or at the house. It depends on the context. On the house, em cima. At the house, tratando a casa como um local específico. In the house, dizendo que está dentro da casa em algum local. Entende?
Yeah.
Now, when we use the prepositions in, on, and at to talk about a specific moment in time, we use in for bigger periods, períodos maiores, or non-definite periods, ou períodos não definidos. Por exemplo, in 3 hours. In 3 hours não é definido. O que é em 3 horas? Depende da hora que é agora. Entende?
Yeah.
Ou, por exemplo, in decades, em décadas, é um período maior não definido. O que é em décadas? Quantas décadas? Você não sabe. Ou seja, é um período maior ou não definido. In the next month. Next month é até um período definido, né? Pode até ser considerado um período definido, mas é um período maior. E outra, você só sabe qual é o next month uma vez que você sabe do ponto de vista de qual mês você está falando. Entende? Ou seja, não é algo definido naturalmente. We use on to talk about dates and days of the week. A gente utiliza o on para falar de datas e dias da semana. On Wednesday, on weekends. Ah, mas fim de semana não é um dia só, não é uma data. Por que eu falo on weekends? Porque o weekends não é necessariamente sábado e domingo. Pode ser sábado ou domingo. Ambos são dias que são chamados de fins de semana, porque são os dois dias que são o final da semana. Né? Então você fala on weekends, se referindo tanto ao sábado quanto ao domingo, mas separadamente. Entende? Há datas ou dias, né? On the day I was born, no dia que eu nasci. Não importa que eu não estou falando segunda, terça, quarta, ou se eu estou falando 3 de janeiro, dezembro. O dia que eu nasci também é um dia. Então eu falo on the day I was born. Entendeu? Ou, por exemplo, feriados que tem day no nome. Toda vez que tiver day no nome, eu falo on. Por exemplo, se eu falar Christmas Day, que é muito comum, eu tenho que falar on Christmas Day. Entende? Se eu falar só Christmas, aí eu falo at Christmas. A mesma coisa acontece St. Patrick's Day, por exemplo. Eu falo on St. Patrick's Day, porque tem day no nome. Tudo que tem day, a gente fala com on. A mesma coisa vale para holiday. On the next holiday. Por quê? Porque tem day no nome. Então, tudo relacionado a dias e datas é on. And finally, at. When we use at to talk about time, is when we are referring to a specific time. Like the time you arrive. I arrived at the moment I saw the lights on the sky, for example. In the sky, for example. Or I saw it at the moment the dog barked. Eu vi no momento que o cachorro latiu. It doesn't matter if you're talking about a time, like at 8 hours, or if you're talking about a specific moment when something happened. Every time you are talking about time specifically, you use the preposition at. At 8 p.m., at the time I arrived, at the time of my flight, let me think, at the moment I see you, at 6 o'clock, at noon, at midday, at night. Okay? Every time you're talking about a specific time, you use at. Buddy, did you
Yeah.
get the overview of the prepositions?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can access our virtual tutor and do some exercises about it?
Yeah.
So,
I think.
I am going to send you a prompt. Eu vou te enviar um prompt. And I want you to open the virtual tutor. You go to Pergunte ao Especialista and just paste the prompt. Okay?
Okay.
And then do the exercise. So that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this class, my friend. And see you on Wednesday, buddy. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.